Welcome to the Ministry in this 2000 point game of Warhammer 40k 8th edition, and today we're going to have the Deathwatch taking on Keith's mighty horde of Khorne Daemons. It's scary. So I'm looking at it over here as I show you the table. It's very scary. So a quick look at the table then. Got a mix of terrain, some obviously ruined sector down here leading through down there with a bit of ventilation I suppose down there, and some crates. It's going to be Dawn of War, as you can see, so the two deployment zones are here. Haven't picked which one I'm going to go for yet, but we've got objectives down here, one in the centre. We've obviously tried to spread it out a little bit. Don't want to make it too easy because it's deadlocked, this one, isn't it? So we're going to start with 6 and go down. So it looks like I maybe take this side just because there's 2 objectives early on in it, but then there seems to be 3 bang in the middle and then 1 over that side. So yeah, probably take this side. So that's a quick look at the table there, and then what we'll do, we'll have a quick look at the armies and see what we've got. So I'm going to start with the Deathwatch, and we've got 9 command points. We're going to be rocking a battalion, a vanguard detachment as well. So for the battalion, we've got the Psyker in Terminator armour with a force staff and a storm shield, and he's going to also have that relic. So it's going to be the Dominus Aegis, which is means if he doesn't move, anyone within 6 gets a 5 up invuln, and he's going to be taking Smite, Null Zone and Might of Heroes. And then we've got a Watchmaster Frost, and he's got his Guardian Spear there, and his Warlord, he's going to be the Warlord, and his Warlord trait is Castellan of the Black Vault, I think it is. So it's basically his weapon. His Guardian Spear gets an additional damage, so shooting it'll be damage 3, and in combat it'll be D3 plus 1 damage. And Artemis is going to be heading up the Vanguard detachment, so he comes Power Sword, his other stuff, he's like little combi, special combi flamer, that kind of stuff, and his special grenade. Then we've got 3 identical squads of Intercessors with an additional Aggressor added on, so this guy won't get special ammo, but it gives him a little bit of fisty clout and some extra dagger. And there's going to be a grenade launcher and a chainsword on each of the sergeants. Then we've got a 5-man squad of Interceptors with a bolters. And the other troop squads, we've got a veteran squad, so we've got 3 normal veterans, they've got chainswords. We've got a veteran sergeant with a stormbolt and a chainsword. Then we've got frag cannon and Infernus heavy bolter. Then we've got a squad down here with 2 normal guys with the bolters. We've got a missile launcher, heavy bolter, and a veteran sergeant with, well, a watch sergeant with a storm bolter and a chainsword. Venerable Dreadnought with a storm bolter twin las. Redemptor Dread, as he is, no little gun on the top, storm bolters, all gatlers. We don't have Darth Vader. We've got Hellblasters as they come, stock, and the Reavers down here who've got the grav shoots and the carbines. They don't have the knives and blades, but this guy does. The sergeant's got a knife extra, but he doesn't have a pistol, so they're a bit not WYSIWYG. But like I said, I don't fancy cutting the arms off. I've got the other arms glued, but there's just something feels bad about actually cutting arms off, so I might get another squad anyway and do them up. So that comes in exactly 2,000 points, gives me 9 command points. Now let's take a look at Keith's horde of demons. Right, Keith, this is scary as, but it is beautiful as well. So I'll tell you what, you've got the same as me, having your 9 command points, which...
Yeah, I've got battalion and spearhead.
Spearhead, yeah.
98 points.
They'll all disappear, these command points, very soon,
yes,
I'd imagine.
Yes.
So just to note as well, with the new FAQs dropped just a day or so before we filmed this, so we're going to try the new FAQ rules, which I don't think are that bad. I think they're quite good, actually. And I think it's got... We're just talking about it before, the drop stuff I like to do with a couple of my units, it's not going to really make any difference. The chargy assault guys of yours, Bloodthirst and Mebbies, but we sort of cottoned on ages ago that the charge phase was sort of different for using wings and stuff and fly anyway, so it's not going to have any sort of big impact, I think, so we're going to try it anyway. Right, and then we'll go through these units, these hordes of demons.
Yeah, we'll start with the Warlord, the Bloodthirster.
What kind is he?
Incensed Rage.
Incensed Rage, so is he come with the lash thing and stuff as well?
No, just the axe.
Just the axe, so he's an absolute nutter.
It's just go close combat. He's got Armor Scorn, which gives him a 4 invuln.
Yeah. And
deny 2 sighted powers.
Yeah, powers, good, yeah.
And I've given him the Warlord trade where he can take a 6 up feel no pain.
Yeah.
If he passes it, he can reroll hits and reroll wounds until the next turn.
You can hear his whimper in the background. Yeah. He's going to chew through a lot of stuff unless he dies fast.
Oh yes. The next game we've got the Sword Grinder.
Yeah.
Obviously quite tough, but not best of hitting. Then I've got Skull Cannon.
Yeah.
Demon Prince with Talons. Herald, or Bloodmaster, I think they're called now. And then we've got the
big
Giant Chaos Spawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. It changes every turn a little bit.
Depending on his wounds, if people don't know, he can. The more wounds he's got, the better he gets, basically, and he rolls at the start of every turn to see if he gets fatter, basically, or bigger, doesn't he? And he just gets menacing. He can actually get Titanic, so that would be quite interesting to see how he does. Look at this though. This is
3 squads of 20 blood letters. Got the icon.
A Khorne, so reroll field charges.
No, icon is you can get guys back on a morale.
Oh, the morale check. Yeah.
You get D6 back.
Yeah.
Got the instrument of chaos as well, so it gives them +1 to charge.
Yeah.
Or advance rolls.
Yeah.
And I'm giving 2 of them the Banner of Blood, which gives them D6. Sorry. Charge rather than 2d6.
Yeah, I wonder if those guys are going to be the ones that drop in.
Possibly. Then we've got 6 Blood Crushers. Again, they've got the instrument and the banner for chaos for Khorne.
Yeah.
They've also got the Blood Banner, so they can charge 3d6.
Brutal.
And some 9 flesh hounds just to flesh it out a bit.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. That's it. 1998.
1998, yeah, 2 points under. Very, very nice. Very nice. This is going to be, it's when you see you've got all that against that, less Darth Vader, then if I had Darth Vader, I'd probably be a bit happier, you know, maybe you choke out your bloodthirster or something like that, and throw his lightsaber and he'll just munch all these guys. But I think it's going to be a good game. I'm going to be under the cosh, but I think a lot of it will depend on if I can get a lot of weight of fire in, but you're going to have so much smashing, man. I think it's just going to be a good game. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be really fun, because I'm as good as dead if you get in. Okay, so I tell you what, let's go and set the armies up. I'll be dropping the first unit, and then we'll see who goes first. So the armies are down. The Deathwatch finished second, but we've got a Inceptor squad down here. Got a veteran squad down here. I've tried to spread out just because I know he's got so much stuff to come in. We've got the Watchmaster down here, the Librarian. So basically this guy's in 6 inches of these 3 squads. He's in 6 inches of everything around here for now. We've got a veteran squad up here with a missile launcher and the heavy bolter. Then we've got Venerable Dread, Artemis holding the backfield down here, and a couple of squads of Inceptors. And then we've got the Reavers and the Interceptors in reserve. And then all the demons are down here basically. Well, all the ones that aren't materialising out the warp. So obviously with the new FAQ as well, I'm fine, so I've got about 325 points that on the table turn 1. Keith's pretty much got just over 1,000, because you need to have half your points now. So he's got his Bloodthirster, 2 squads of 20, and the other Bone Crushers, is that what they're called? Blood Crushers. Blood Crushers, that's it. So they're in reserve, which comes just under 1,000 points. So we've got the Hounds. Keith's going to let these dogs out. They're obviously looking down there, some chewy targets. The first squad of 20. Is this the one without the 3d6 banner? Yeah. They're both in reserve, yeah, thought so. Got the Skull Crusher. I think this guy's good for 100 points. Hope he does terrible for you though. The Demon Prince. This guy sitting on objective 2. And this guy ready to just run up and eat things. Like I said, it's the game where we'll get 6 cards turn 1, 5 turn 2, 4 turn 3. So it makes sense to be spread out, I think, and get a good coverage and potentially get out to get as many objectives as possible. So, the important bit, Keith, you get the +1.
You there?
You want me to roll first, or do you want to go? Well, go at the same time. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, so you go first.
Unless he sees.
I'm going to have to try. I'm going to have to try and whittle you down as much as I can turn 1. So can I seize?
He can.
Oh, that's the second game in a row. Oh. Cards for the Deathwatch, bit of a mixed bag. We've got Secure 4 and 5. We've got, well, Secure 5's alright. I'll point that one out because I think he's sitting on 5. Yeah, so 5 should be good. But then we've got Defend 2, Kingslayer, Psychological Warfare, and Scour the Skies. That's nigh impossible. The Bloodthirster is not on the table yet, but he's a trump for these 2 cards. Well, that could happen, I suppose, if I kill enough stuff, get some stuff in range. Might not happen this turn, though. Defend 2, definitely not going to happen. And secure 4. Well, there's 4. I don't even think I'm anywhere near it yet. And 2 has got a big demon engine sitting on it. So that's definitely not going to get defended. But we'll see. We'll see what we can do. So we'll go into the movement phase and see if we can get some objectives. So the moves I've done, these guys advanced, but having the aggressor in there means they don't get the penalty to advance. To be honest, I didn't need to, but I was really trying to see how close I could get to this. This squad shuffle forward a little bit. There might be an odd space down here, but there's nowhere near enough to drop in all the guys. There might be a Bloodthirster, which is scary. The Infernus Heavy Bolter stayed still. The Frag Cannon moved, so he's now in range of these guys up here. This guy had to shuffle forward a little bit, because obviously we were 24 inches away, so his main gun's in range, but his other gun wasn't. So I just want to make sure I get maximum bullets. These guys shuffle forward, still remaining within 6 of both of these units. This guy stayed still, the Psyker, and he's within 6 of this squad and the Hellblasters, and he's within 6 of these as well. These remain stationary. Just knocked this building a little bit by the looks of it. They moved up. He stayed still. These guys just shifted right so I can get a line of sight down there, and Artemis just shuffled back a little bit so he's within 6 of both these units to help them out and supply a counter charge so these guys can see down there. Now there are little pockets left around which is scary, but I've got to try and get guns in range, otherwise it's pointless going first. So we're going to go into the psychic phase. So this guy, his first one, he's going to attempt nulls a 1 on himself. So I need an 8. 6. Ooh. Doesn't go off. I think we're going to keep that as it is. And we'll go Might of Heroes, and I'm going to put Might of Heroes on the big Dread. So Might of Heroes does go off on a 7, so that Dread is going to be an extra toughness, extra attack, all that kind of stuff. So the shooting phase, I don't imagine this is going to be too eventful. First Blood's going to be really hard to get, so I think this turn's going to be about killing some hounds and bloodletters, and then maybe putting some big guns and a lot of dagger over here. But we're going to measure up some ranges. I know these guys, their target is down here. I'm going to go for Hellfire rounds. The aggressor's going to be out of range, but all these guys are in range of a single shot. So there'll be 5 dice. Be hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because Artemis is nearby. So they've all hit. That's only 4 dice. Yep, they've all hit. I'll be wounding you on 2s with Hellfire. That's 4 wounds, so Keith's got 4 demon saves, unless I've got better armor. Yeah.
6 of normally, then 5 of demon.
Well, he's made 2, so I think we get 2 wounds each, don't they? Yeah. So he's going to drop 1. Then we'll move on to... Ooh, I'm going to have to measure from this squad. This next squad's going to start on the bloodletters. Again, the aggressor's out of range, so we've got 5 guys. Needing 3s. Oh, well, there's no one in range of them. Sorry, I forgot to say, the doctor and these guys have got is reroll 1 against troops for wounds. So it's like having a free lieutenant, basically. You can change it for command points, but... So it's just Hellfire round, so we've got 2 wounds against those guys. So you've got 2 5-ups. So hoping to get a couple more. Yep, so 1's gone. 1's dropped. And then the Dreadnought, he's going to open up all guns into them as well. So I'll get a load of dice and roll these off camera and see what we get. So he's basically got his big Gatling gun, his little Gatling gun, and 2 Stormbolters. You'll be -1 hit on his Gatling and his big Gatling because he moved, but the Watchmaster's there, so he should be rerolling failed hits. So we've rolled this guy. Basically, I think I rolled very well. So we've got 6 hits and wounds with a Stormbolter. Now these are all going to be the same because it's all on invuns. And we've got 10 hits and wounds with the Gatling, double Gatling guns. Now obviously these were hitting on 4s, not rerolling 3s, but I got a very good hit, and these were hitting on 3s, rerolling with the Watchmaster. And this guy didn't have special ammo, but you can reroll 1s because he's a Dreadnought against troop units. So we've got, what was it, 16 saves as a 5-up. I'm hoping he'll fail a fair few of these.
feel a fair few. That's 5, 10, 12.
12, so that's 13 we've managed to kill this turn, which is a morale check. So we're going for like psychological warfare and hope the demons don't roll a... Is it 1, isn't it, for your banner? Because if they roll a 1, most of those guys will probably come back. So these guys are going to fire now. I'm going to put the heavy bolt on. I'm going to use a stratagem for a hellfire shell into the skull cannon. The missile is going to go into the skull cannon as well. And the 3 bolters, I'm going to use, I think it's called Vengeance round. You get an extra 6 inch on the range and a -1 AP. So it just puts me in range of those bloodletters there to try and kill a few more. Because I can't really see or be within range of much else. So we'll go for the 3 bolter shots first. They are within 6 of the Watchmaster. Actually, we'll call it 2 because he can't see.
Don't think the same thing, mate. I think Emperor's in the way.
He is for this guy. Yeah, these guys here. Yeah. Definitely good spot though. This guy under here can't see because the Emperor statue is right in the way. So I've got 2 bolters. Hitting on 3s, I'd be re-rolling because of the Master. I'm using Hellfire, oh no, Vengeance rounds, so your toughness 7 on you.
This guy?
Yeah.
I think we're 6.
Oh, it's 2 wounds anyway.
Chariot?
I think your toughness 7.
So we went through that,
So I've got 2 hits at -1.
That's 4 option.
Yeah. So you save them both?
Yeah.
And then we've got the Hellfire round. Be hitting on 3s, re-rolling because the Watchmaster's within 6 of the squad. Come on. So he's hit. So this one is D3 mortal wounds. For just 1. I'm going to command...
This guy,
yeah, I'm going to command point that one. Yeah, I'll command point that one. Ugh, just 1. 1 mortal wound.
Yeah, that was 6.
And then the missile launcher can reroll because the Watchmaster's within 6. Oh, he's missed. Missile goes astray. So that's cost us 2 command points to put a mortal wound on that. That ain't good. Right, the Venerable Dreadnought is also going to open up with it. His Stormbolters will be out of range of everything, but his 2 las cannons hitting on 2s and Artemis is within 6, so reroll on 1s. So we've got 2 hits, 3s to wound. We've got 2 wounds. So obviously you're on 2 demon saves, 2 5-up demons. He's bossed them both. Keith, you're rolling too well. I'm not liking it. Right, we'll have to see what these guys are in range of. So these guys are going to shoot now. I'm going to split the fire and I'm going to spend a command point because he is a vehicle. So these guys are going to use that. I've totally forgotten the name of the strategy. They've got a stratagem where one of them, instead of who confers special ammo, so we'll say this guy here is going to shoot a shell and it'll do D3 mortal wounds if it hits as opposed to a normal one. The rest of the guys are in range, but Hellfire's not that good against you, so I'm going to use the... let's have a think. Yeah, so it's the Kraken round. That's what I was thinking of. So we've got 3 bolter guys doing a Kraken round at this guy, which will be -1 because the other one would be out of range. I'd have to take range off my gun, but it's better than I can't wound him on a 2 because he's a vehicle. The heavy bolter who didn't move is going to shoot the... No, sorry, one of the guys down here. So I've got 3 guys here shooting Kraken rounds. This guy's going to shoot his special ammo round for the mortal wound shot. And the frag cannon moved, so he's going to shoot solid shell. And the heavy bolter didn't move, he's just going to shoot straight down at it. Let's see if I can start tickling some wounds off this guy. So the mortal wound shot on a 3 misses. I've got nobody in range to boost him. The 3 Kraken shots, they all hit.
Who's shooting at there?
This is shooting at the big grinder. Because if I'd hit with that on a vehicle, I could have caused D3 mortal wounds. I've 2 wounds is pretty good, I'll take that. So it's 2 wounds at -1.
4%.
He's bossed 1, he's dropped his first wound.
Just 1 wound, is it?
Yeah, and then we've got the heavy bolter, which has got 2 hits. And we've got no wounds. And then we've got the frag cannon, who's in solid shot range. So the frag cannon, which is an assault 2 gun, and it's just within 24. We've got 1 hit. It's strength 7, so be 5. Are you toughness 8?
I think, yeah, it is.
Well, it's a wound.
7, sorry,
well,
7.
It's a wound anyway because you got a 5, so it's -2 at this range and 2 damage. If you were a bit closer, so it would be strength 9. So he saved. You made some good demon saves this turn. And then last unit to fire is going to be these guys down here. We're going to see what we're in range of.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, these guys I'm going to start. I'm going to pump some Hellfire rounds into the Chaos Spawn. The aggressor's out of range. The rest of the guys are in range with their normal shots, which is 30. So we've got 5 dice. Hitting on 3s, they all hit. It's a good roll of hits. And these are wound on 2s with Hellfire. So we've got 5 wounds at -1. Right, Keith's just rolled up because you do random rolls for this guy. So his stats to start off with, he's got a movement of 8, he's got strength and attacks of 7, and he's got 11 wounds because he rolled a 1 on one of the stats, which gives him a wound. So he's got 5 saves with a 5 up. So he's dropped 4.
Was that wounds?
Yeah, 4 wounds taken. So he's down to
8?
7 because he had 11.
Yes, yes,
So he's down to 7 wounds, which changes his profile. This guy's a Quagmire, but yeah. So Keith will have to roll again in Keith's turn to see what changes that makes, but it's basically you roll D3s and D6s and you add them to the strat and stuff like that. So that's it for the end of my first turn. Oh no, sorry, I've got Hellblasters. Forgot about those guys. So these guys, the front 3 are going to shoot the big spawn, and the sergeant can't really see anything. Let's see if you can see the spawn. Oh, he's out of range, and this guy who's out of range of the spawn is going to shoot the soul grinder. I'm not going to overcharge. Just because I don't think I can't kill it anyway. It's got 7 wounds, so we'll got 3s shots hitting on 3s of the front guys against a spawn, re-rolling because the main dude's within 6, so they've all hit. And we're looking for, what was your toughness?
Toughness 7, I think.
7, so we're looking for.
Oh wait, no, just 5.
5, so it's 3 wounds. We've got 3 wounds, so he'll be on his demon save. These are just single wounds, and the shot against the soul grinder is a hit. So he's dropped 2 more wounds, the demon's down to 5, and did you see the soul grinder was toughness 7?
Yeah.
So we're looking for 4s to wound him. Nope, it's no wounds on that. So with that, that is the end of the shooting phase. I am going to not secure 4, but I have secured 5 for 1. Oh no, morale. We need to do morale to see if I'll score. Psychological warfare. So you lost 13 guys, I think it was this turn.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, he needs. If he gets a 1, he gets guys back. Oh, it's a 6. So you've got no command points, have you?
To be gone.
No. So I will score psychological warfare, which
yeah,
was. What's the leadership?
8. That was 13. So
6 plus 8 is 12. So no. You lost 13. So you're already say losing 5.
Yeah.
That's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Leadership 8, 13. Yeah, you're losing 5 plus 6 is 11.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. So wow, that's massively unexpected. But I'll take that for a first round of shooting. So that's first blood as well.
Unexpected. They're not very tough.
They're not very tough, but
good commands, not just.
But that comes down to, let's be honest, that Dreadnought rolled super hot against them, didn't he?
Oh,
he killed about 11 of them on his own, I think, or 12. That was much better than I thought for anyway. So with that, we will get psychological, we'll get secure 5, we'll get first blood. I'm going to ditch defend 2. So next turn I'll be able to draw 2 new cards. So it's 3-0. And we're going into Khorne Daemons turn 1. Well, bit of a mixed bag for Keith as well, because he's got Supremacy, which is doable. Definitely doable. He's got Defend 1, which is bang in the middle again. He's got units to go and get that. Psychological Warfare is a bit trickier. No prisoners kill something in the assault phase might not happen this turn, actually. Secure 3, that'll definitely happen turn 2. Secure 3 is this one. So he does have a unit that could run around and get, which is, he's pre-measured, he needs like a 2 on his advanced roll to get it. Don't want to curse you because he's got no command points. And Touched by the Warp he's got to keep because it's if you deny or cast the power. So he'll get that in my turn if he manages to deny if he's within 24. So he's just going to move up now and we'll come back. So we'll push out by these guys. Like I said, Keith doesn't have much gun, but he's got Supremacy and it looks like he's going to score it, which is a really good move. These guys got a 5-inch advance, so they're scoring objective 3, which is one of his points as well. So you get a point for that. This guy advanced or just moved, whatever, to hide up here. The skull cannons remain still, as has the Demon Prince. Keith's re-rolled up his stats for this because at the beginning of every turn he got a pretty poor movement one. So what he's had to do, what he wanted to do was move this guy here to score 4, well, for Supremacy. But he rolled pretty bad on the movement. He did get some wounds back because he rolled that bad, which was quite handy. So he's come this way to get that one. And the Soul Grinder has had to move up to get 4, which will hinder his shooting a little bit, hopefully. But all in all, it's already going to be D3 points for the Supremacy and a point for over there for securing that objective. So it's a pretty good move. no psychic powers to do.
Nope.
So we're going to go straight into Keith shooty phase. So the skull cannon down here, oh nasty, is coming in against the Venerable Dreadnought, who we've checked, he's not fully, well he's not more than half obscured, just not from the skull cannon. So Keith's got 6 shots now, hitting on 3s and rerolling 1s.
Don't need the 1.
This is nice, this is going to probably pop this Venerable Dreadnought. It's a full round of hits and it's strength 8. So we're wounding on 3s. I need you to have a whiffer here. Oof.
4 go through.
And it's -3, isn't it?
Yeah, -3 and D3 damage.
So we need 6s. So
That's
I can
1.
see 1 there. So yeah, so it's 3d3 damage. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6.
Can I kill him?
No, he's got his Venerable as well. So we can see if he makes any of these. It'd be nice to make a few. Well, he's made 2. So he's took 4 damage. So the Soul Grinder is going to put
the half-set cannon, which is heavy, 3.
Yeah, all goes into these guys.
1, D3.
So he did move, so he will be hitting on 5s now. Oh my god! Keith marked for death.
Strength 7.
So he'll be wounded on 3s. We've got 2 wounds. What did you see the minus was?
-1.
-1, so we're looking for 4 ups. Oh, we saved both. Thank God for that.
That's going to be D3 damage.
Because that would have been, yeah, would have been enough to pop a Primarch each with a shot.
And the Phlegm Bombardment, which was heavy D6.
1. Keith, by the way, in case we didn't point out, Keith used all 9 command points for deep striking units. So he's got no, so he's missed. He's got no command points to reroll anything. He's just going old school, as I like to call it. So I think that's the end of the shooting phase, and I think
that's it.
Everything's out of charge range, aren't they? So you've definitely got a point for securing 3, because that's where the flesh hounds.
D3 for supremacy.
You've got D3 for supremacy, yeah. Nice, 3. Now, and then you can discard one. So you've got defend 1, psychological warfare, no prisoners, and touched by the warp. You don't have to discard any. To be honest, they're all sort of achieved. Psychological warfare may be the hardest one.
Go with defend 1.
Yeah?
Because nobody will be there for 2 rounds.
Yeah, he doesn't want to sit there. So Keith's on 4 points. I think it's 4 to 4, wasn't it? Or 4 to 3. 4 to 3.
4-3.
Yeah, so Keith's winning 4-3, and we'll come back with turn 2. We've got secure 2 and secure 5. Obviously this guy's going to score 5. He's blessed, because I thought he'd be dead off that shot last time. And 2, for some reason, Command keep wanting me to go over there, which I think's stupid, but that's what they're telling me to do. So we've got secure 4. Obviously I've got troop units, so I could get there and steal it off the Soul Grinder, but it's very dangerous going that close to it. And these Kingsley and Scarlet guys we still can't do because the Bloodthirster's not on, and we're not going to get anything within range of that Demon Prince. So we'll go into the movement phase and see what we can do. So the movement is finished. Actually, have a finished movement. Oh, I'm going to check the Hellblasters. So sorry, the Hellblasters, I'm deciding to move up because now I'm within rapid fire range of this big lad. The Watchmaster's moved up as well, so he's now within 6 of this unit, and this unit. This guy's within 6 of him, and these, he hasn't moved. I can't get within range of smite. These guys just did a little shuffle around up here. I did do an advance roll, but I couldn't get close enough to get to objective 4. So if I want to score it, if that thing's left on a wound or something, I might run these guys in. These shuffled round, but the heavy bolter stayed still. Oh, actually, the Redemptor. I haven't moved the Redemptor yet. We'll come back. I might move him at the end. We'll have a look. But these guys moved up. He stayed still. The aggressor stayed still in this squad. The aggressor stayed still in that squad. The rest of the squad fanned out. He's just stayed where he is, 6 inches between both. They've all remained stationary. And then we've dropped some people in. I'm forgetting about the Dreadnought, the biggest model. These are just over 9 inches away from this guy and this guy. And then we've spotted an opportunity. I know we don't have killer character card yet, which would be nice. But these guys are just over 9 away from this guy. So hopefully you can try and whittle him away before he boosts the blood letters when they drop in. And about trying to just cause as much damage now as we can before we get a bloodthirster, 9 blood thingies and 40 guys to come and chew us to pieces. So we'll have a measure up for this Redemptor and see what we can do. So this guy isn't going to move. He's still within 6 of this guy, 6 of this guy. He's 24-inch guns on range of that guy, and he's 30-inch guns. are in range of the skull cannon, so he's good where he is. So we'll go into the psychic phase, and I'm going to go for Might of Heroes on the Dread. 7 goes off, and then we're going to try Null Zone again on the Psyker just in case anything else lands. That doesn't go off. You might be within 20. Oh no, you're not within 24.
No, the dogs are here.
No, the dogs are down there because they can do it deny. So we've got Might of Heroes off on the Dread. Right, we're going to start the shooting phase down here. Try and get rid of these Hounds of Love. So all guns from here into these guys. This guy's within 18, didn't move. So he's going to get D6 shots from his grenadey thing. It's 4. It's the same stat as a bolter, so he's got 6 bolter shots and 4, which he can shoot twice. So that's a lot of dice. So I'll roll his dice. And the guys will shoot Hellfire rounds.
And say it shoots at the same time. So
the second shot for the grenade, this isn't the hit, so you see how many we get. So we'll get 5 that time. So that's a lot of shots from that guy. Good. So these are all the guns hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because Artemis is just behind them. So get reroll some of these. So the T4, so we're looking for force to wound with these guns. So we've got, and you've just got your demon save, haven't you?
Yeah, we'll do that better than my normal save.
So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 so far. And then we'll shoot the rest of the squad. 5. So 9 from that guy, and everybody else is in rapid fire. Can reroll the 1s. That wasn't a very good hit roll. And these are Hellfire. And you're not troops. So we've got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And because there's no minuses on the demon save, we might as well take them all together. So hopefully, this and some extra little shots might be enough to get rid of most of these doggies. Oh, that's not a very good roll, is it?
Not brilliant. 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead,
4 doggies. Oh, that's half the scuts. That's not bad. It's not bad. So anyway, this squad is going to rinse repeat. I'll not be in rapid fire, I don't think, but we'll check. So that squad, we've got 3 of them all actually in rapid fire range at 15. So we're going to do the bolt rifles first this time. We've got no one in range to help these out. So these are wounding on 2s with Hellfire. Those 3 drops. So we've got 3 wounds there. And then we'll get some dice ready for the aggressor. So they've dropped another dog by the looks of it. So the aggressor's 2 missile shots because he didn't move. Oh, he gets 2 extra shots. Great. So he's got 6, 3, 6. So all these he'll be hitting on 3s and wounding on 4s because, like I said, he doesn't get special ammo. It's a good hit roll though. Let's see if we can chew out these doggies. That's not bad. That's 5 more wounds. There's no minus on these, so if you've got a better save than a demon, it'd be better to use that one. No,
unfortunately not.
Oh, it's another 2 dogs.
Yeah.
We're down to 1 diggy. So this guy is going to do his storm bolter at the last doggy, and his twin lads over at the skull cannon. So don't think you're within 12, but we'll do the las cannons first. He's venerable, but he didn't move. Watch captain's within 6. He's got 2 hits. Looking for 3s. Oh, that's twice he's whiffed, isn't it? Oh, do I command point 1? I'm going to have to command point 1 of those. Yep, so that's a wound goes through, knocks me down to 5 command points. So you're on a demon save, yeah. Oh, actually, I think you made both saves last time, that's what it was.
No, I think it was 2.
Did I? 2 1s or something. Oh.
2 2s again, I think it was the same.
Oh no. The dog is just out of rapid fire range.
He's got anyway, like.
So we've got 2 hits for the dreadnought this time. Be forced to wound. Oh, 2 wounds. Oh,
No,
2 failed.
You would have gone in morale anyway.
I think so.
Definitely.
I think so.
Without doubt. I think I would have done morale when it was 6.
But that's cleared out a unit, which is quite handy. So what we'll do while we're over this side, we'll come down on these guys, and they're going to put Hellfire rounds into this demon as well. So there should be, is there 6 guys? So it's 12 shots. Because I'm within, say, 12 with our little bolt carbines. So some Uzi fire coming in here, hitting on 3s. Oh, that's pretty bad. Look at all those 1s.
Can you appear that thing?
No. and we're looking for 2s. So that is 6 wounds. 6 Hellfire wounds into the Prince of Darkness.
6 5-ups.
And I bet he starts at 6 wounds, is he? 5 or 6 wounds?
Just 4.
Ooh, 4, okay.
He's only 56 points, it's just cheap.
Pretty cheap. I thought you would have 5 wounds, eh?
No.
Oh, he's got 2 wounds left. No, 4 wounds.
No, he's dead.
Oh, he's dead.
He's gone.
He's out of command points as well. Ooh. Ooh. That went better than expected.
I've been worried if it didn't have half my army sons come in.
I know, that's the thing, yeah. This is always going to look bad because I'm getting 2 rounds of shooting on the stuff on the table, and then whatever comes in next could literally clear off my army in half a turn. So we're going to have to move downfield into these guys. So this guy, his main Gatler, is going to go into the Skull Cannon, and the Stormbolt and the little one into this guy. So we're going to go the main Gatler first. Stayed still, so looking for 3s, and the Watchmaster's within 6.
Ones and 2s, can you?
1s and 2s, yeah, he's like a chapter master. But I will be needing 5s to wound you. I could spend 2 command points on a strat, but I don't think it's worth it at this stage. Maybe it would have been worth it. No, I'd have only got an extra 1 wound anyway. So we've got 2 wounds at -1 on the Skull Cannon.
4-ups.
Oh, he's failed his first one. That guy has bossed pretty much all he
wound,
saves. Yeah, just 1 wound.
5.
And then we've got the mini gun.
I do a
Like a
charge.
soul grinder.
Get a wound back.
And we're looking for his T7, so we're looking for 5s to wound. So we've got 1 at -1.
So 4. No.
Which is dropped. Then we've got some
1
Storm
damage.
Bolters. Yep. We've got 3 hits with the Storm Bolters. I'm looking for 5s. Got 1 wound with the Storm Bolter. And a no minus.
Oh, yep.
It's cocked. It's definitely cocked. Yep, you saved that one. So, we're literally down here. And I'm going to have to go here first just to see what's left with the shooty boys.
The Hellblasters could kill him, like.
The Hellblasters are going to overcharge into them now.
Yeah,
I'll do that now.
They kill him quite easily.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do this one at a time.
Because you put us out with me,
Your last bracket.
demon shit to save.
Yeah. So we're going to do the Hellblasters. They're within 6 of the Watchmaster.
They're -4 or something for the
Yeah, do I spend... Now here's the thing. I've got 2 command point stratagem where I can add 1 to the wound roll against like heavies and all this kind of stuff.
I don't know if you need it, but how many shots are you getting?
2 each. But it's... My thinking is I'll wound you on 3s if I overcharge, but I could wound you on 2s. It just means I guarantee the higher rate of woundage.
Right, see what I mean.
And he's got how many wounds left? 12. Not me down to no, I'm not going to bother. So the first guy I'm hitting on 3s. Got 2 hits. The next guy got 1 hit, 2 hits. Third guy has got a miss, but he can reroll. He's got his hits. Scary that, because I was like, don't roll a 1 now. Next guy, oh, he's got a hit. The next guy,
Another 1.
wow, they all hit. They all hit.
Totally didn't need it.
I've never rolled out with Hellblasters before. And then there'll be 3s to wound. See, that strat would have got an extra couple.
Yeah.
For 2 points, which maybe is worth it. But that's 3, 6, 7 going through with your demon saves, and any of these failed at 2 a pop.
Sadly.
Ooh.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Top 2.
Oh, Keith. How you tease me, Keith. Right, these guys then, what I'm going to do, because this guy's within 6 of him, I'm going to spend a command point. So the guy with the special ammo, call it this guy, can do D3 mortal wounds on a vehicle if he hits him instead. So apart from that, the heavy bolter is also going to shoot and do the other stratagem for another command point to do D3 mortal wounds on him, just to make sure. How many wounds you got? 2. Nah, bollocks. We'll keep it. We'll just do that one. So we're going to do the yeah, we'll do the one that's a -3. No, the -1, because I'm in rapid fire.
Yeah.
So we'll do the -1 save. The frag cannon's now within half range. So we'll roll up these guys, but we'll do this one on camera.
Are they all shooting at him though?
Yeah, they're all going to shoot at him. So we'll do the one on camera that's going to roll because he's in rapid fire. So he gets the one shot, which he's hit. So it's D3 mortal wounds. Yeah, so it's 3. So he's gone. Don't know if he blows up or if
he does, but I don't think he's in range. I think it's
is it 3 inches or something. So he didn't blow up. Keith rolled a 5. So these guys, the aggressor's out of range, but I'm going to put 4 hellfire rounds into this guy.
they advanced in that.
They did, so they can still shoot.
Oh yeah, shit, sorry.
So it's 5 shots hitting on 3s, because the aggressor gives them the ignore the penalty to move and fire. Oh no, hang on, they can't, because they did advance and they rapid fire. So scratch that, they can't shoot. So we're going to go down there and they're going to put all guns into that spawn. The table. So it's a lot of dice. That's all these guys into that guy. Looking for 3s. We'll sort those hits out. Kill. So that was this many hits, and his toughness was 5, so we're looking for 4s. Should have spent the points. Should have spent the points. We'll total these up. So that translated into 8 wounds. He's got 7 left, and these are at -1, so he'd be on his demon save. At 5 up. Statistically, he should stay alive. Oh, he's definitely alive.
Just.
Yeah, so he's dropped 5 wounds. He's down to 2.
Yeah.
Down to 2. I can live with that, I think. Do I charge him?
Do I get the do a char thing now? Because what's that?
It's at start of the turn, isn't it?
Every turn it comes into play. That's what it says. So I was thinking, like, yeah, maybe every turn is in turn 1, turn 2, turn 3.
Well, that would say battle round though. I'm in for you. I think it's every turn.
Oh, that's what it says, every turn. So
Was it at the start of every turn?
Yeah.
Because he would have done it at the start of my turn, start of your turn.
Whenever he comes into play in that turn.
Yeah, so we'll roll for him now. We'll do it off camera and see what his stats are. So he goes down to 2 wounds, and then you roll to see what his stats are. Yeah? We'll just show you, this is Keith's little chart, because he all depend on what wounds he's on. So at the minute he's down to 2, so he'll be on D6 for his movement. So 3. And there's that 2d6 for strength. Crikey.
Yeah.
So strength 5, I might have to charge him. And his attacks, unless he gets 1,000,000. 6. Sick. Well, that's as you can see there from the first, this is every turn. The first turn he had a movement of 8, strength and attack 7. Then he went up to 9 in Keith's turn and got a few wounds back. And if Keith rolled 1s or 6s there, you get D3 wounds back. So that was actually a pretty poor roll for him.
It was.
I think I'm going to have to charge, because there's a chance on a 6 when these charge, I can cause a mortal wound as well.
Right.
And because you're only...
Can Overwatch, so...
Yeah.
You know,
So I need 9 inches. They're definitely in. Oh, a 9 would have been nice, but then keep them for later, because that would help. That would have killed them.
Okay.
So these guys, at the end of the charge phase, there's 3 guys got within 1 inch. So on a 6, it's a mortal wound. Oh, we've done a mortal wound as well, so he's down to 1 wound. And then we'll pile in. We'll pile in and get some attacks. Right, we've got 1 wound to get off. Can we finish this big spawn off?
Of course.
So we're looking for 3s. We've got that many. Now we're looking for, he's T5, isn't he?
Yep.
We're looking for, I think I'm strength 4, I think 5s. Oh, I was going to spend the 2 points as well. I'm going to check. I don't think I'm strength 5, but I'll check. Uh-oh. So yeah, that's no wounds. I'm ruined spending. I was debating spending for 2 command points to add 1 to the wound roll. I would have had 4 wounds, which I think would have probably done him. But this guy now gets to attack back with 6 attacks.
Hitting on 4s.
He'd be re-rolling 1s because the Demon Prince is within 6 as well.
Yep.
Oh, it's gonna stay.
Roll hit.
Strength 5, so he's wounded on 4s.
That's just 3.
And what's the minus? Minus 1,000,000. So it's -1, so we're looking for 4s.
2 fail.
Do our command point when these are D3 damage time, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to command point 1. I need to try and keep these guys in the game. No, so I've spent another command point, go down to 3, and it's D3 damage on the first one. He is dead. D3 damage on the second one. He is alive on a wound. So, lost the guy. You know what? I'm alright with that. I'd have liked to kill it, but never mind. I think I did exceptionally well everywhere else. So, we needed to fluff something, I suppose. So we lost one of those guys and one's on.
At least I've got a chance to get some points.
Yeah, he's got
back at this
he's got a chance to get his wound healage, which is why we were talking before. If you get a chance to kill this guy, I think you've got to take it. But anyway, we'll come back because Keith is now going to actually count on my points, see what I get. So yeah, tactical boo-boo by me. I was going to wrap around and I forgot. So I won't secure 2. I won't secure 4, it's a bit far away. I do secure 5 because the Venerable Dread's sitting on it. That takes me to 4 points. Don't have Kingslayer or Scour the Skies, but I'm going to keep them. I tell you what, I'm going to ditch secure 2 because I think those guys are in for a world of hurt. So that takes me to 4 points to 4, isn't it? Going into going into your turn 2.
Yeah.
Oh, a bit of a mixed bag for Keith as well. He got Kingslayer, which is interesting because my dude, there looks like there's a gap there. The Bloodletters definitely won't fit in, but a Bloodthirst I might. Secure 5 is where the Venerable Dread is. He's got no chance of getting to that because there's no drop zones. And he's still got Psychological Warfare, Touched by the Warp, and no prisoners.
Let's put him there, he's within an inch to
yeah,
sign.
So he's just going to do some movement. And then we'll come back.
Some measurements.
So I think that's it. So the Demon Prince, I don't think he'll move. The Demon Prince is going to move over, and then obviously there's going to be a lot of stuff dropping in. So look, we'll give them everything dropping in. The Marines are dominating. So we'll start down here. These guys have squeezed in. They're just over 9 inches away from this squad, and this squad obviously they'll not be able to get these guys. Just over 9 away from him, and I think you said it was 11 inches to the HQ, the Warlord, but he's got Kingslayer as well. So you know, worth a multi-charge definitely, isn't it? Like I said, the Demon Prince moved around here and the Spawn stayed in combat, so Keith can roll up for that. This guy had options, but he's decided to stay still because he wants to. He's aware that that Venerable Dreadnought is pretty good. If these last cannons eventually do something, you know, he's going to be a good target to pick on that Bloodthirster. And there's 20 guys dropped here with a 3d6 charge, adding 1, re-rolling probably. There's a 3d6 charge unit here, 9.
No re-rolls.
So as bad as it was looking for Keith before, if this charge phase goes well, then I'm going to start all of a sudden finding myself overwhelmed and on the back foot.
There's going to be Warlord coming in as well.
Yeah, the Bloodthirster's staying off. He's staying off for now. Boo. You know what I'm tempted to do? Do I use my thing to shoot at you when you drop in with a -1 hit?
Yeah.
I think I might have to try and stay alive here.
You want to do it 1 unit, can't you?
Yeah, I could do it with 1 immediately after you drop. I was saving it for a Bloodletter unit.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have to, otherwise I'm going to be massively overwhelmed. So we'll do it with...
Because you've got 3 left, haven't
you? Yes, I think so.
You did a 40% before
yeah.
you changed it.
So we're going to use...
What's that cost?
2. And I'm at -1 to hit as well.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do it with the unit at the back against these blood... yeah, just because they've got the +1 to reroll. So the aggressor will get to fire twice because he didn't move. And that's probably my only chance to kill some guys down. So I'll open up with Hellfire rounds from the normal guys. You've took my command points off, take them off for us. So yeah, it's called Auspex Scan if people don't know. So these guys will get to shoot at these guys because they dropped in. It was the last unit to drop in anyway, so saving it for them. So I actually did pretty well there. We've managed to put 16 wounds, rolled them off camera because there was a lot of dice. I rolled 2 5s for the grenade launcher shots. So the aggressor got to shoot twice because he hadn't moved. And these guys pumped Hellfire rounds in. So hopefully these can knock a good chunk of these guys off because it knocks us down to a command point. That looks like a pretty good save roll though.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
looks like
8. Die. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, that's... well,
could tell you get 6
I'm very happy with it because it's 8 less to attackers, but I think you'll still have more than enough. It just means the only reason I did it is because then I'll get Overwatch and hopefully I can kill another couple, and then even once you wipe me, I'm looking at morale, you might be down a little bit for morale, because what's their leadership?
8 with the sergeant in.
So whatever else they lose is the lose on a d6 basically, unless you roll a 1 for the musician. So yeah, so that's good. That knocks me down to my last command point, and it's Keith's shooting phase. So you've got the skull cannon.
Got skull cannon. The
Guessing
skull cannon.
Going.
D6.
Continuing the fight between these guys. So 3 shots. Hitting on 3s.
2 hits.
This guy keeps rolling 6s.
2 wounds.
So I've got 2 saves of a 6.
6 up here.
No, both go through this time. So 2d3. 2. I'll roll the same dice because I've left all my dice down there. So 2, 6 up for Venerables. Oh, he's dropped another one. He is living a charmed life.
Chipping away on him.
Well, to be fair, he's rolled rubbish for killing stuff.
Yeah, true.
But seems to be making his saves. So I think, anyway,
Charge.
down there, you cannot fail. Just move him in wherever you like, really.
Yep.
Unless you can roll because you might want to get further forward, but I don't
fine.
think you want to push forward. And then the big ones, we'll do all the Overwatch off camera. I'm guessing these guys are coming in here.
Yep.
And them guys down there.
Yep.
So we'll let you roll your...
multi-charge.
And then multi-charging these and these, yeah.
Yep.
So we'll let you roll who you're starting with.
So, yeah.
And these guys, yeah. So it's 3d6 and you're adding 1, is that right?
That's right.
That's definitely in. Because you pick your 2 highest.
No.
It's the total of
That's
3d6.
total 3d6.
Yeah. I don't think you can get more than 12 though, can you? So you just go full 12.
Wait. You can't charge further away from 12,
Yeah,
but you get the full movement.
Yeah, so there.
So I could like wrap round if I wanted to.
So that's 14, yeah. The next one. Oh, they're definitely in as well.
14.
Same again. Now,
multi-charge.
these ones. Like I said, we'll have to look and measure for Overwatch range and stuff, but...
Yeah.
Oh god, they're 14. Was that 14 all round?
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be sick. They are in. We did our wound on these guys in Overwatch. I think we killed 2 or 3.
From there. 2.
But we did much better here. We killed 6 of these
6
guys on the way, and that was pretty good. The aggressor rolling really hot. I think he got 5 or 6 hits solid on his own, didn't he? And then 6 wounds, a wound on the 3s. He was pretty good. But they're all in anyway. Look at that, the matched mano as well. I don't have enough command points to interrupt, so you might as well just go straight in wherever you want to go. Going to start with a smaller squad and work way along, yeah. So basically,
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
These guys are +1 strength on the charge, is that right?
Yeah.
So they go to strength 5.
+1 attack.
And +1 attack, so they go to 2 attacks each and 3 for the champion dude.
Yeah.
And they'll be hitting on 3s. If they did have 20 guys still left alive, they'll be hitting on 2s. So they are a very, very strong unit if they make it in.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13 attacks, hitting on 3s. Wish I could give you some minuses to hit. Make savers.
5 as well.
Yeah. So hitting on 3s and wound on 3s. So these are 3 to wound, 6s are double damage. No 6s, but a good healthy stock of wounds, so 4, 7 at -3.
Yeah.
So 7 saves, there are 6 coming up. Well, I've made 1, but they're only 1 damage, aren't they? Because you didn't roll any 6s.
Yeah, just 1 damage each.
1 guy dead, 2 guys dead, 3 guys dead. So we'll take 3 guys off that squad. I'll let Keith get a bucket full of dice for these guys.
Hit on 2s.
Do these guys still have 20? Because I killed 2.
Oh yeah, sorry,
I was going to say this. I'm still dead, trust us. But
what's 18 times 2?
36.
36 plus 1.
37. 37 attacks coming in hot on 3s. 3s and 3s.
That's 7.
We'll go first wave.
3s.
That's a good roll. It's 11 from the first wave.
2.
11 from wave 2 it looks like.
4, 6, 7, 8. Oh no. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12 from the second
12
wave.
from the second phase.
23 and then 7 more dice. $27 hits. Right, 3s to wound. This is the first 17 wounding on 3s. And 6s for doubles. Right, so keep those 6s to one side. I tell you what, Keith, I'm going to roll my saves now because you've got another 10 dice to roll after this, haven't you? Right, I'll do the 6s first. So these are the 6. I need 6s on these or it's a guy each because these are 2 damage. Nope, so we've lost 2 guys. And then so far, I've got all these on 6s. I'm just going to roll because I've probably lost everybody anyway. So we've lost 2 guys, we've lost 3 guys, we've lost 4 guys, we've lost 5 guys. And there's the aggressor before you roll the rest of the dice. So they are dead in the middle. So he's doing these 3 against the Watchmaster and these 3 against these guys. So these guys get 3 attacks normally, 4 on the charge. And then the beasts, I think, get 3 attacks each after.
Yeah.
So you'll have a champion somewhere, haven't you?
He's attacking the squad.
Oh, he's on the squad.
No,
right?
wait, no, he's not. He's attacking your guy, so he's an extra
Yeah,
one.
so an extra attack in there, yeah. Guessing these are the same, hitting on 3s.
Yeah, hitting on 3s. With strength 6.
Wounding on 3s. You could get us here. We've only got 1 command point as well in terms of re-rolling stuff.
So it's against the Warlord guy.
Yeah, and you've got Kingslayer. Oh, that's a lot of hits.
Ooh.
And these are
hits.
Yeah, 3s to wound.
6s are nasty again.
6s are double as, yeah.
Not double as on this, I think. Oh yeah, yes,
Same blade, isn't it?
Yeah, same blade. Get mixed up with something else.
Ooh, no 6s. There's a fair few 1s and 2s as well.
1s and 2s, aye. Just 5.
5 at -3. So he's on his Invun 4 up. Come on, dude, bust a lot. Oh no! These are single damage, aren't they?
Yeah. How many wounds he got?
Oh, he's got 6 wounds. You know what? He's going to be alive.
I've got the beasts attack yet, mate.
You do? That's
nine
right.
attacks
Are the beasts any minuses on theirs?
-1, I think. 2.
So he's down to 2 wounds, which we're going to keep because we're just thinking about a command point reroll, but his armor's a 2 up, so I've got a chance because the beasts are only -1.
3s and 3s again. Half of them going in there.
Yeah. Just have to empty the crate and see what we've got.
6 and a 4. So that's that money now. 6.
Yeah, and their strength, same?
Yeah, I see 3s.
Ooh, 4.
4 -1.
So you're on 4 3-ups. And these are single damage as well.
Oh, he's gone,
He's gone. I kind of definitely. Well, I would have wasted it before as well because I would have got enough there to take him out.
No worries.
So that is Kingslayer and Slay the Warlord. So you're going to score big this turn again. And then you've got some attacks to put in down here.
4, 4, 4.
All of a sudden looking like a very different game. Ooh, that's a nasty hit roll against the squad. And these are wounded on 3s as well. And 6s, well, not matter these are normal marines, so double damage is overkill.
Ooh, not brilliant, but...
That's still enough. 5, looks
yeah,
like 6.
2 double damage on, which makes a difference.
No, not on these guys, so 6 saves of a 6. So that's the squad. There's 6 guys in the squad, so they're all gone.
11 attacks.
These guys are going to pile in, which is a smart choice against the Hellblasters, just to tie them up. Yes, I'll get to attack, but I ain't gonna. I may kill one if I'm lucky.
And then
down here, the Demon Prince is going to go in.
I'm sure it's 4 normal ones. There's 1 for being Khorne.
Yeah.
1 for the charge, and then from the talons you get another 3, is it, or 4?
You get 3 if you've got a set of talons.
3.
I think so.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I'm sure.
3 additional attacks with 2 sets of talons. I'm pretty sure.
Hit on 2 with me all 1.
So 10 attacks. This guy doesn't get Death of the False Emperor because he's not from the Space Marine Codex.
Nope.
But he's hitting on 2s anyway, reroll on 1s. It's probably going to be 10 hits. 9. The reason he's got 9 is he's 5 base, 3 for the extra talons, 1 for being a Prince of Khorne and 1 for the charge.
Strength 8.
Yeah, so he's wounding on 3s. This is my only saving grace, is that you whip these. It's not that grand.
5.
5 saves at -2, isn't it, for the talons?
-2 and 2.
Right, so 5 saves at -2, so we're looking for 5s. So we'll save 1, so that kills the wounded one, and then there's 3 more, which is the squad.
2 damage each.
Yeah, so the wounded one dies, and then 3 more kill the squad. So they're all gone as well. I'm going to do some attacks back down here, but I'm not expecting miracles, so we'll just roll them and see what we'll get. So we're hitting on 3s. If the watch captain was alive, we'll be re-rolling these misses. Your toughness 5, I think, aren't you?
I believe so, yeah.
So we'll be looking for 5s. We do have 2 wounds, you're not troops, so I'm not re-rolling 1s. So if we whiffs 2 saves, we do bring one of these bad boys down. So it's toughness 4, sorry, so I think we've got another one there, so we're just going to call it 3. So he's dropped 1 by the looks of it, so he's down to a wound, it wouldn't have made any difference. We've got some dudes down there, so we've got the sergeant left alive, and the other guy, so we've got 3, 5, and then we'll do the aggressor afterwards.
I got 2 guys in the sergeant.
Yeah, so we're looking for 3s, re-rolling 1s, because Artemis is there, so they all hit, looking for 3s to wound. I can re-roll 1s, because you are troops. So they actually do 4 wounds, the Primarch guys, and then the aggressor gets 2 attacks. Can reroll 1s, but he's on a 4 to hit.
2 a day from the first 4 wounds.
And he can reroll 1s because you're troops. And you've got another save to make, or lose another one. Obviously it's a demon save, so it doesn't matter about his power fists. Also another one. So that's a big morale check for them. In terms of Marines, there's going to be a morale check on the aggressor squad. We'll go over there and do that. So these guys lost 3, leadership 8, and they can reroll. So they're actually okay, 7. And they shall know no fear as a reroll. Right, Keith's lost so many, and he needs a 1. If he needs a 1, he gets guys back.
Nope.
No. So they are gone. That's scary though, because all of a sudden, I'm looking very, very light on the ground. And Keith is going to score big that turn because he got Kingslayer.
Got no prisoners.
Yeah, so he's scored no prisoners.
Actually, don't get the D3 one. 6 more range. No, definitely not.
Well, they've killed 2 units.
Between 3 and 5 units are destroyed.
No, 2. Warlord. Oh no, yes, 3.
3, yeah. So I get D3 from that one.
D3, yeah. So he gets the full 3. Keith's jumping massively into the lead here. 7. You got 1 for Warlord.
7. Yeah, 1 for Warlord, 1 for Kingslayer.
No, D3 for Kingslayer.
Oh, D3 for Kingslayer.
Yeah, so I'm saying you're taking a big jump here. Oh, 3, Keith.
So that's 5. Not it?
Yeah, yeah. You haven't denied cast of power yet.
No, like Ultra Warfare,
which
no,
you haven't
Secure
got,
5.
which is where the Venerable Dread sits. So you get to ditch one because next turn we're drawing 4 cards.
Yeah.
So
I'll give it a Secure 5.
Secure 5, yeah.
Makes sense.
And we're going into Deathwatch, turn 3. So my card this time is Defend 6, so we've still got Secure 4, we've got Defend 6, which to be honest is doable. And we've got Scour the Skies and Kingslayer. I still keep these Warlord off to deny me the points and the cards. So we're going to go into my turn. Actually, those guys need to do a consolidate move, but I'll do that in a sec, and then we'll come back after our movement review. These guys have stayed still. Had so many decisions to make. I'm still tempted to get to that thing. I'd need a 4 or 5 and an advance, and I don't think it's worth using the last command point to try and ensure it for a point yet. For defending 6, this guy's moved forward now. This guy stayed still because he's got gun range down here and down here. Hellblasters are going to stay in combat because there's no point in them not. I'd like to put lots of gunshots in here, but I think there's enough of that threat here, and hopefully I can sort of maybe deal with them. These guys have stayed still. They haven't moved. That was a consolidation. And Artemis has moved 6 inches through the Dreadnoughts. He's moved around a bit because obviously he can't attack from there, but he can maybe get through that gap and attack. And those guys have just moved. Most of them are in rapid fire range of this chariot now. So we're going to go into the psychic phase. I'm going to start. You've missed something.
I should have took around phase for them. I know I can't lose. If I get 1,
True. Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
It's only 1.
No, so they're good. So we're starting with null zone. Goes off. That's important because that's models within 6 don't get an inland save. And next we're going to start with smite. We'll start with smite. Go for smite. 7 goes off. I was saying to Keith what would really happen, a beautiful thing would be a super smite, but D3 mortal wounds, just the 1, but that'll kill the wounded guy, yeah. But null zone's off, that's good, that's important. I'm happy with that.
There's going to be a lot of difference in combat.
Well, it just negates your invulnerable save.
Yeah, but you have a Great Daemon that's got a big minus for combat.
Well, he has with his force weapon, and this has got a fist if he gets in and stuff like that, so it's more for those things, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do, we're going to start over here, and these guys are going to put Hellfire rounds into the Chaos Spawn, so Keith will roll 3 stats, because he might get some wounds back, and we'll see what he gets. So the Spawn's rolled 3 stats. He's now got a 1-inch move, which is horrendous, but obviously gives Keith a chance to get D3 wounds back. And he rolled a 5 and a 6 on his attacks, so he's got a strength of 5 with 11 attacks and a 1-inch move. More importantly, he healed 6 wounds on 2d3, so he's back up to 7, which is not good for me. So these guys are going to shoot Hellfire rounds, and the Sergeant's going to shoot a crack missile, because he's only toughness 5, isn't he? So the blue's going to be the crack grenade. Oh, he's missed with the crack grenade. So these are wound on 2s at -1. Nothing. Ooh. The Hellblasters are going to shoot their pistols into combat. I'll shoot Hellfire. So we've got 4 hits. We've got 4 wounds on a 2. So they're at no minus. I don't think they've got heavy bolt pistols, I think it's just bolt pistols.
I think you get a 4 up, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure the 4 up standard save.
4, yeah.
Yep. Wow. So you dropped the guy in. No. That's here. That's the Hellblaster's pistols. Are they 3 up or 4 up?
Sorry?
Are they a 3 up or a 4 up?
I think they're just 4 up. I'll double check. I thought they just told you.
No, they're not. No. 4, that's horrendous. So Keith's just lost one and one's down to 2 wounds.
Yeah, lost one, yeah.
So I'll let you take. Do you want this one wounded or?
Yeah.
You move it later if you want.
Doesn't
matter.
Difference.
The Sega hasn't got any guns. Wow, that was good. That went much better than expected. These guys are going to do... Actually, I want to go down there first and do the Hellfire rounds over there, because then there's a chance this missile could maybe tickle off a few more wounds or whatever. So, no, Assault Carbines are coming in, Hellfire rounds.
Yep.
So, Assault 2, so 2 shots each. And we're looking for 2s to wound.
7.
Yeah, 2s to wound Hellfire, because you're not a vehicle. So as long as you're not a vehicle, it's 2s to wound. So we've got 7 wounds. It's the Emperor's Tears.
Any minus?
Minus, no.
So 3 ups then?
Yeah. No minus on the carbines.
7, yeah.
Yep. This guy's only lost 1 wound all game, I think, hasn't he?
No, 2.
2? Right, so he's down to 5, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hope we can strip a few more off him here.
2.
So he's down to 3 wounds.
And he doesn't degrade, so...
No. So what I'm going to do then, I'm going to start with the Aggressor squad at the back in those blood letters.
Yep.
So the Aggressor hasn't moved, so he's got to shoot his grenade twice for 10 shots. That is insane. So we'll roll them separately. I'm going to roll all these dice off camera because he gets 12 bolter shots as well. So this little squad here managed to put 17 wounds onto these guys, because this guy can fire twice. He's got 12 bolter rounds and 10 missile shots. 22. Wow, that was astronomical. And that looks like a horrific roll. Although there's a fair few 5s and 6s in there, I suppose.
It's more balanced. Wait. Slightly more balanced this way. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11.
I think that leaves you with about 6. So Artemis is going to use his bolter against him. I'm not using both aspects because I'll not be in range of the flame, I don't think. So you'll use Hellfire rounds, hits on 2s. And he'll be wounded on 2s, reroll on 1s because the troops. So there's 2 more saves of a 5 up. There's 2 more gone. And then the Venerable Dread is going to put his Stormbolter into them. Now we moved, but his Stormbolter's fine, it'll still be hitting 2s. And I'm going to put the Las Cannons into this. So the Stormbolters are on 2s, reroll on 1s because Artemis is within 6. So they all hit, and these are wounded on 3s, reroll on 1s because you're a troops. So got 3 more saves from his Stormbolters. There's another 2 dropped. And then the Las Cannons, we are -1 to hit because we moved, but he's venerable, so he's got 2 hits, a 4 and a 3. We're looking for 3s to wound the Skull Cannon. Oh, another 2 this time. 1 goes through. Can the Skull Cannon make another save? That's definitely cocked. For attention. Oh, he does. He does indeed. Well done.
Where were you shooting with?
The Las Cannons from the Dreadnought.
Yeah, so I wasn't 6 up.
No, your demon saves are 5 up.
Oh yeah, shit, yeah.
Well, all my demon saves are 5s up, so yours is going to be.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I was used to 6 ups against last cannons.
No, he definitely saves. So this guy is going to put his big Gatler into them, the Stormbolters and little Gatler into those blood letters to try and get rid of them. I don't think you're within 12 inches. You're probably just outside of 12 inches. Yeah, so the Stormbolters, he hasn't moved 3s. He's got 3 hits. Looking for 3s. 2 wounds from the Stormbolters. Another 1 gone. And the little Gatler gun. There's 3 hits. And reroll 1s because you're troops. So we've got 2 more saves from that.
And they're gone.
Is that the last of them gone?
Yeah.
That's them gone. You know what it is? If they didn't, they'd have probably rolled a 1. And all of a sudden there'd have been like 7 of them running on my lines again.
That's what I was hoping for.
That's what I was not hoping for. And then we're going to go 12 of the big Gatler guns. And your toughness 7, so we're looking for 5s to wound.
few there.
That is pretty good. That's 3. 3 at -1. How many's got left? 2?
3.
3.
4 ups.
You only need to roll 3.
Right,
Well, 1, 2, 3 you failed, 1, 4, 5, 6 you didn't.
Sorry?
Well, you've rolled 4 dice, only caused 3 wounds.
Oh, right, sorry.
But you've made 3 and out 6.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3 you took a wound, 4, 5, 6 you didn't.
4.
So you didn't take a wound, that's fine.
That's right, I thought you had 4 there.
No, just 3.
Get ahead of myself.
Which still leaves us the squad at the back.
Yeah.
And these have shot. Right, I'm going to have to measure because there's some heavy bolt action and stuff down there, so we'll have to see. So the squad down the bottom, we're going to do the missile launcher at this. And we're going to do a Hellfire shell for last command point at that. So do a hit with a Hellfire shell. Please hit. Oh, no, I missed. Right. So the missile launcher at the big spawn. It's a hit. Toughness 5, wasn't it?
5, yeah.
So 3's to wound with a crack missile. No, it doesn't wound. My heavy weapons are letting me down now, and the rest of the guys are out of range. So that's the end of my shooting phase. So we're going to go into the charge phase.
Charge.
And the Librarian and the Redemptor Dread are going to come in and try and help round here.
Ooh.
So we're going to try and smash it while we can. So the Librarian, he's got a 6 at moving this way, and the Dreadnought, yeah, he's got a 6. That's definitely enough. So we'll move these guys in. Now, do I charge down there against that cannon? I'll have to have a think. Yeah, they're going to stay. I just don't think I'd have enough to get through them. But anyway, we're going to go down here and hopefully remove some of these guys, because now that Invin's off and this guy's in full health, which is a first for me, pretty much. So we'll start with the Dread, because he looks cool. So this guy gets 4 attacks. We're hitting on 3s. Oh, he's missed for 2. He will be wounding on 2s. That is 2 wounds. It's at -3, I think I said. I'll have to double check.
2, yeah.
Yeah, so it goes straight through the armour because null zone is in effect. So it's D6 damage on the first one. So it's the first guy dead.
Yeah. That's
which is wounded. Yeah.
Anyway.
And then the next one is another one dead. It's 5 wounds. So he's just flattened.
That's like closer.
This one?
No, I have to be sergeant, so that one, yeah.
This one?
I want to keep the banner because I can get one back.
Yeah. So he'll go there, and then obviously he'll pile in because he's finished. Then we'll activate the Librarian, who'll then go in, because he can, and he'll get his attacks. Anyway.
Yeah.
So the Librarian, 3 attacks hitting on 3s, they've all hit. They'll be wounding on 3s. They've all wound, so they're all -1.
That's 5 ups.
Yeah.
3, yeah.
Yeah. You can see 1 there, and these are D3 damage a time. None of them are wounded yet. So first one is 2, and then it'll kill it with the next one because they don't spill over. So are you keeping the Sarge at the banner?
Give the Sergeant because it'll bring one back on full health.
And then he'll pile in his 3. Or will I? No, I'm going to stay because I'm more than away from him, because I know if you survive by some miracle you'll attack him. So I'll activate this unit now. So they'll come in at 3 inches. And we'll get those guys and see if they can finish you off. So these are hitting on 3s. And that's pretty good. Wounding on, did you say T4? I keep forgetting.
T4, yeah.
T4, so 4's to wound. 1, 2, 3, 5. 5 wounds, so 5 no minuses on this.
5 4-ups.
You've got him.
Yeah.
You've got him. So the hell, it looks like staying and come out with a Hellblast, that's just paid off. So I will consolidate with them. Maybe he's a bit behind that cover. Or maybe he's not. No, I'm probably stay put because that Demon Prince is going to be a bit far away. If I move forward, it's just putting it in his zone, I think. So that went much better than expected. Now for the points, I've started to defend 6. I won't secure 4. Do I move forward 3 inches and then I'm closer to 4 for... You know what, I'm going to have to. Yeah, they're going to consolidate forward just because I've got secure 4. And in my turn, I get 3 cards next turn, so I'm going to have to ditch one. I'm going to ditch secure 4. Screw it. I'll ditch it now and we'll go into your turn 3. So look at that. Keithstrom, defend 4, which I opted not to push towards. Defend 6. He's still got touched by the open psychological warfare. I've got a feeling this one will probably get ditched because his warlord will be able to do this when he drops in somewhere. But the rest won't. So we'll let Keith move. He hasn't got much left to move now.
We'll start by moving beasts, so those stats.
Yeah. So we'll roll for the stats of the beast and come back after Keith's moved. So this spawn advanced, he had a 5-inch move. More importantly, he's just out of 3 for that number 4, but he's back up to 10 wounds. Keith ruled him really well. Yeah, really well actually. You got a 6, didn't you, to regenerate the wounds. He's got like millions of attacks. He's back up to full wounds, but he's pretty slow, which means he's not going to be able to sit on 4. The Demon Prince has hopped back. He looked this way, but by me not advancing it would have made the charge just a bit too far. As it is, he's just out of a 12-inch charge here, but he's going to be helping this guy to reroll 1s. And then he's come in. He's spying up the Redemptor because I've got defend 6 and he's got defend 6. So 6 has become pivotal. Oh, this is scary. This is scary. So we're going into Keith's shooting phase. And I'm guessing he's scared he's going to fluff his charge. We'll see. I reckon you're going to get in. It's going to turn into a big smash fest. But anyway, shooting, are you going to do what you've been doing every turn, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, see who finishes who off first. I should be not obscured again still, so 3 shots.
And 3 1s.
Ooh.
That is a 3.
Is it? So they've got 3 hits. 3's to wound. 2 wounds. 2 6-ups. No. 2d3. 2 3 damage. Can he make 1 venerable save? He can. He's on a wound. He's lost 2.
Oh, I thought he'd had 2 left.
He's on 1 wound. Those venerable saves have been coming in really handy.
Only 2 charges.
Skull cannon. Yeah, we'll do some Overwatch off camera. Just into the Redemptor, right? We'll do all the Overwatch off camera and come back.
Bonus anyway, so
we've done the Overwatch records, 3 wounds, but he made all his armour saves. 1 on a 3, 2 on a 4. And down there we didn't get any hits with Overwatch. So, where do you want to start?
Most important one first.
Well, we know it's 9. He's 9 inches away. Oh! Did he get a reroll?
Yeah.
You don't watch it, you can tell by my reaction. Oh, no!
Right, this is...
you know, for future, I think it's always worth keeping a command point.
9 inches. It won't make a difference, really.
And he can reroll as well, because he's a demon character. Oh, he's in. He's in. So he's got some combat down there.
Right, there's a chance that I can get a wound back here and...
Whereas he eats one of the guys.
I want to check. I would have moved it slightly different. No, I couldn't have. Even if I put him there, I wouldn't be in an inch.
Still get 2.
You
get 2, yeah. So you've got 2 guys basically on a 5-up because he's within an inch of 2 guys that gets, I take a mortal wound. So there's a mortal wound on one of these guys.
Back because of it.
Yeah, so one of these guys is down to a wound. We'll just put it on the back guy just for simplicity. Just saying to Keith as well, actually, it might be a bit of a blessing in disguise. I know I get to shoot this guy now, but his in-run's going to be intact. Whereas in my combat phase, it wouldn't have been. So by some miracle, I survived with the dread, or the librarian got to step in. I could maybe do him in and then try null zone again. But we'll see anyway. So get some skull cannon action.
Oh no, I don't get one back. So I haven't slain him one.
Alright, okay. So you're still on 3 wounds.
Yeah.
Well, you probably slay one here and get a wound back anyway.
Just 3 attacks.
So yeah, so only if that eaty uppy thing works, he would have got a wound back. So basically, he's just going to try to keep charging. So it looks like 2 hits. I'm guessing 3's to wound, strength 6.
6, yeah.
Got 2 wounds. If it's like the other guys, it's at -3. So we're looking for 6s. No, and it's single damage, isn't it? So a damage on a guy and another one wounded. And then it's me to pile in and attack back.
Yeah. And I can be 3 up saves.
Yeah. So the Reavers are hitting on 3s. That's a good hit roll, but I'm wounding on 5s. I need an exceptional roll here because you've got a 3-up armour. Just 2 wounds.
Can I kill him then?
No, 2 3-ups. And he's made them both. I will be able to shoot pistols into combat though, but I think, right, we'll have to have a look at what you score, because I'm going to score defend 6 now, which takes me up to 6 points.
I got nothing.
And you've got nothing, so are you discarding a card?
Unless you feel morale anyway, which you can't.
Well, I can potentially. No, I don't think I can now, but the aggressor unit up the top's big enough, but
yeah.
I think for you, psychological warfare is definitely, or defend 6, but either or. Probably defend 6 more, yeah. So, I get to draw 1 more card this turn, and we'll see what we get. Behind enemy lines. Well, if those guys stay alive, they've scored me behind enemy lines this turn, which will be nice, if they stay alive. Turn 4 movement done. These guys on the gantry have stayed still. They're all in rapid fire range now. The Hellblasters have lined up here because they're now all within rapid fire of that or that. These guys have moved round. You have some Dreadnought in action. This Dreadnought's busted cover. It's got a wound left. It's going to go for the kill. Artemis has moved in. I think I'm just out of my super duper grenade range. That would have been a beautiful thing. These guys have all stayed still, bar one Bolter Marine who moved to get in rapid fire. These guys have moved to within rapid fire range, but obviously the aggressor will only be able to shoot once. And those guys have stayed still. So we're going to start the psychic phase with Smite. Because his guy's got about an 8 or 9 inch charge to get in. So in null zones, depending on how Smite goes. Doesn't work. Now here's the question. Null zone or Might of Heroes? I'm going to go null zone. Oh, it doesn't work. Psychic phase is a doozy. But more importantly, you wouldn't get that card either for trying to deny one. So you don't go a point ahead.
No, if you failed.
If I fail it, right, so you've scored, yeah, you've scored a point.
You failed on the fall, haven't
you? Yeah, so draw another card. Take that and draw another card.
I realise that.
Yeah, I thought you said if you deny one, I cast one.
Yeah, no, deny. If you fail,
if I fail, draw a card.
Master of the Warp. It's got one victory point if you manifest or denied psychic power.
So you've got the same one. So you.
No, it's different.
So this is what you've scored that one, but you need to keep that one because you could potentially deny it, which you'll probably discard at the end of the turn.
So I am on the 12.
12 to 6.
So one victory point if you manifest or deny power. Yeah.
These guys are going to put pistols. Sergeant doesn't have a pistol. And we're going to do Hellfire rounds into the chariot. We've got 2 hits. We've got 2 wounds. Now these heavy bolt pistols are -1. So you've got 2 4-ups with that chariot.
So what was it?
You've got 2 4-up saves with the chariot because their pistols are -1. Yeah.
Alright, I didn't realise. 2.
Looks like you made them both.
No.
Oh, failed one. He's down to
2. Is it just 1 damage?
Just 1 damage, single damage.
Down to 2.
Right, we'll go down here then. These guys will open up into this. I'll just roll it off camera because there's going to be lots of shots and see how many wounds we get. Actually, see how many grenade shots we get with the guy first. So he's got an extra 5 grenades because he fires it twice. So against the spawn we've got 4 Hellfire rounds at -1 and 5 from the aggressor at no minus.
4 5-ups.
So he's down 2 wounds, he's down to 8. And then he's got 5 saves at whatever.
5 saves at 4.
Ooh, he's dropped 4 of those. He's down to 4 wounds. That might make it interesting on the Hellblasters. I might have to have a think about that. This guy's going all guns blazing into the Bloodthirster. So we'll roll off camera and see how many wounds we'll get because he's going to have his big Gatler, little Gatler, 2 lots of Stonebolters, and your T7, so he'll be wounding on 3, so pretty much everything. And you've got a 3-up normal armour.
Who?
Yeah, Bloodthirster.
Yeah.
So you'll be on 4-up against the Gatler and 3-ups against the Stonebolter.
Yeah.
So you end up doing 3 wounds with all the Gatling guns and actually 3 wounds with the Stonebolter. So you've got 3 saves at 3-up.
Yeah.
And 3 saves at 4-up.
One goes through.
So that's his first one, which means he'll now get it just 1, which means he'll now get a 6-up, doesn't he?
Yeah, if I pass this, I'll reroll hits and wounds. No.
So he's lost his first wound. So this squad.
I'm sure he gets 50.
This squad's going to shoot everything at him. Right, so all guns blazing into this guy and a crack missile from the missile launcher. So these are Hellfire rounds from the squad. So that's pretty good. These will wound at the Bloodthirster on a 2. So we've got 4 wounds from that. Then we'll do in a heavy bolter who didn't move.
Wound on a 2?
Yeah, Hellfire because you're not a vehicle. Anything wounds on a 2. So we've got 1 hit. Be a 5. So that is a wound at -1. We've got a crack missile. Has missed. So you've got 4 saves of 3-up. And a save of 4-up.
What's the
We've got 4 saves of a 3 and 1 save of a 4. So he's dropped 1 there, but he gets a 6-up. No, so he's dropped another wound and a save of a 4-up from the heavy bolter, which he saved.
I can run at 6 last
So
time.
he's down to 14. Right, the back squad, these guys, going to shoot into this guy. So we've got Hellfire rounds from the guys. Oh, well, Artemis is within 6 this time, so that's quite handy. We've got 3 hits. We've Got 3 wounds, and we've got this many missile shots from the aggressor, just 1 this time. So he'll get 7 shots altogether because he moved this turn, so he's hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, and he's wounding on 5s. Just 1. So we've got another 3 on 4 up. So he's dropped 1. Did he get it back with a 6? No, so he's dropped another wound, and then you've got to save with a 3 up. Death by 1,000 cuts. No, does he get it back with a 6? No. So Artemis is going to shoot his bolter.
He's 12.
He's in rapid fire. Oh, 2 hits. Hellfire rounds. 1 wound. 1 save of a 3 up. Yep, he saved that one. So what we're going to do, the Venerable Dreadnought's going to go all guns into him. So we've got the 4 Storm Bolters. You can reroll 1s because Artemis is there. So we've got 3 hits. We're needing 5s. 2 wounds with the Storm Bolter. Then we've got 2 las cannons. Oh, they both hit. He moved as well, so he'd be on 3s. Oh, they both wound.
That's
so
2 3-ups.
2 3-ups from the Storm Bolters.
1 goes through.
Does he get it back?
Yes.
He does, so now he goes mental. In his turn, he gets extra everythings. So now you've got 2 4-up invulnerables from the las cannons. Failed 1. So we've got D6 damage.
Oh! Damage. 6 up. No.
So you don't know 11. If ever we needed a big score, it was there.
Rerolls the hits and wounds.
So the Hellblasters, I'm going to shoot. I'm going to overcharge and put all of them into the spawn.
I would, because if not, he's going to be regenerated.
Exactly. Just to kill it, yeah.
Otherwise, I'll be waiting on.
So first guy. Oh, he's dead. Second guy. What? So I got 1 hit. That's 2 guys dead.
Oh, no.
Third guy. He's got 2 hits. Fourth guy. He's got 2 hits. Fifth guy. He's got 1 hit. So we do lose 2 guys. So take them off. They're melted. 3s to wound. Got 4 wounds. And you'll be on a demon save 5 up. Oh, he's dead. Because he's failed 3. That's 6 wounds with him overcharging.
Yeah,
so we'll definitely get rid of him. We lost 2 Hellblasters to do it. But it might have been worth it. So we're going to go into the charge phase. You don't have any Overwatch, do you, with your dude?
No, just bad breath.
So we're going in with everybody 1, 2, 3, 4. So the Redemptor cannot really fail. The Librarian, he's got a 6. We'll have to measure that because I'm not sure. He should be out, I think. The Venerable Dread, oh, he's definitely in with an 11. And Artemis, 7 might be enough. We'll have a look. We'll measure up and see who gets in. So the Librarian didn't make it in. Artemis was an inch short. The 2 Dreadnoughts made it in. So let's see if we can start smashing some Bloodthirster. So the Venerable Dreadnought has hit 4 times. He has wounded 3 times. We'll tally all these up. The Redemptor Dreadnought has hit 4 times. And I think you're toughness 7 aren't you? So he'll wound you on 2s. Right. So that's because they're different damage. It's 4 invuns against D6 damage. So 4 4-ups. So he's failed 3. And then I think the normal Dreadnought Fist is a -3. But you're on your inguns anyway, it's 4 4-ups, yeah. So there's 2 of the Dreadnoughts gone through, so I've got 3d6 damage from the Redemptor. So he caused 12 wounds. And I think, well, you've got your feel no pain on 6s, don't you? And then I think his is a flat 3, I'm going to double check. That's 18 wounds.
I've saved 2 now.
Out of 10, so another 8.
8?
Is 18 wounds gone through?
I was 12, another 6.
Alright, another 6 in yet. So you took 10 wounds so far, did you say, yeah? So you need to make...
Oh, so saved 2. Yeah, so 10.
Yeah, so you need to make all these.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, he's dead. They bring him down. They bring him down. Oof. That was brutal. That, you're right, the failed charge did cost you there.
Yeah, I knew straight away.
And there was really bad invuln saves.
New straight away.
And that's big because that gets me. Oh no, we'll do the combat down there, but that will get me Skull of the Skies and Kingslayer and Warlord. So we'll roll some combat down there. It's about whether your Demon Prince can stay alive and hidden, I think. So the Reavers have just put 5 wounds on this guy, 3 up, and he's got a couple of wounds left.
He's gone.
He's gone. They've managed to kill him.
Game over.
And I think, well, Keith.
It didn't blow over, I think so.
Well, let's roll to see what points I got. So I've got, at the minute, you're on what, 12?
12.
I'm at 6. So Kingslayer puts me on 9, plus Warlord is 10, and Skull of the Skies is 11. And they will score behind enemy lines, which is 12-12. And will leave you with the Demon Prince of Khorne. I think.
No, it's gone. Yeah.
I think that's it. That's going back. That failed charge and getting both those dreads in has absolutely swung it round. Whether they killed that or not, I don't think would have made much difference because it was whether you killed them for me to.
True.
We knew that turn if I killed him, like I said, I could tie the points, and then killing that was big as well because he has eaten. We haven't really showed it on camera, but so much gunfire has gone into him, wounding him on 2s, which is fantastic, and he's just keep regenerating. He's just regurgitating all these bullets. But the Deathwatch have seen off the Demon Horde. Whew, that was absolutely terrifying. And I think, well, as you've seen, once you hit, you're just wiping squads. But it was the ability to keep a big wide frame to stop you dropping in everywhere.
Yeah.
But like you said, around here, you know, you took off the Warlord, took off the Veteran squad, took off the squad in here. You rolled pretty bad down there, but that's only because I spent command points to hit you, and I did ridiculously well in Overwatch.
Overwatch, yeah.
I think, was it 6 or something I killed in Overwatch?
6.
And then something like 12 or something like that. So that was...
So, yeah, so...
Those 2 command points saved that squad completely. And then, wow. Me and Keith were just talking before, those skull cannons, they're definitely a secret hit of them. Like, they're really good for 100 points.
100 points
I think you need a couple more of those to deal with the range stuff, because... Is it definitely D3 damage? It's not D6, is it?
D3.
Yeah, okay. Because I was rolling lucky on the Venerable, but just... You know, if you had 1 or 2 in that Venerable Dreadnought, wouldn't have been there. And he made the difference as well. He didn't do much this game, but just a lot of Stormbolt arounds to help kill Bloodletters and all that kind of stuff, then running in to help smash a Bloodthirster. But that would have been... So the end score was 12-12 and a concede from the Forces of Chaos with the Demon of Khorne, the Prince. He's not happy with the way things are going. They'll retreat back into the warp.
He did that, right?
Lick their wounds.
Killed people and died.
He killed a squad, didn't he? He killed a squad of thingies.
300 points and did nothing.
He terrified my army, that's what he did. But he's got no more skulls to collect for his base, which is a good thing. But yeah, I mean, that's the way it is with Deep Strikers, isn't it? It's always the risk you run, especially because you spent 9 command points to drop so much stuff in, not having 1. It's hindsight, isn't it? Adam Mebby's had another squad on the board. They just overwhelm us with a push just to keep some command points. But
no, I was happy with where it played. Just unfortunately, you can't give him any buff to give him a better charge that you can. These guys are bad in blood. Give them a D3 charge.
Exactly.
Their 3D6 charge makes a huge difference.
Plus the setup, like we said, it was sort of... It didn't force us into a corner. If we'd had Search and Destroy, it would have been really good for you. Because I would have had a lot of units clumped together where I could spread out to force you to spread out. Well, that was absolutely, honestly, a terrifying game to play. Like, these guys, I know I've got the ability to, like, remove large amounts of them with just gunfire. But if any of them get in, that's the thing, they're so terrifying. They cause so much damage and carnage. The -3 on a close combat weapon is absolutely sickening. Obviously against Marines, you know, there's a chance I could save on a 6, but apart from that, I'm probably going to die. But that needed to swing around there because I wasn't getting cards. And I was finding it very hard. Like I said, tactically, I know if he dropped in sooner, I could have maybe done more. But he's a fire magnet, isn't he? And you're denying me Kingslayer, and... Because I was keeping command points to use things like flak missiles at him and the Hellfire rounds and stuff.
I was hoping like, I would open up the board a bit more to give him a bit more options to get in as well.
But I think a failed charge costing him.
Certainly did. My
only downside is that this guy, when he's hunt for him, got taken out. But my Watchmasters always seem to die. I don't know what it is. Everyone else seems to do alright, and then the Watchmaster, the head of the thing, seems to die. So we need a replacement. They're recruiting. Maybe they'll get a new one in, an Iron Hands, former Iron Hands guy with a bit of steel behind him. But we'll see. So we'll get this one on. The new FAQ, do you think it hindered or helped you or anything? Or...
No difference whatsoever.
No. I think the only thing when we're talking at the start, your hounds you're potentially going to keep off the board.
Yes.
And summon in, but points wise, you would have had more points off the table than starting. You would have had more than half, but not by many. Just.
Well, I was kind of playing that way anyway.
Yeah.
Since beta was coming there, so.
So it. I don't think it made any difference for me really. Like I said, most of the time my stuff was dropping in turn 2 anyway. Occasionally, with the Deathwatch, I do like to put the dreadnoughts in the teleportarium and drop them in defensively in my setup zone to give a lot of fire if you've pushed forward. Which I couldn't do that this time, but I don't think it made a massive outcome on this game.
I could have spun it dummy out because I couldn't charge over top of things. But it made no difference at all.
Well, to be fair, it didn't massively come into play. The units you wanted to charge are right in front of you, weren't they? So, yeah, I'm all for the FAQ. I think the stuff needs addressed in points-wise and stuff like that. And
that'll come in the chapter approved, won't it?
I think so, yeah. I think it's good to see. And
I think it's pretty obvious if you kept that separate.
Definitely. And I think for me, the knight stratagems did need to go up in command points because they're very, very, very strong. But I still think the command point farming should be only spend them within your own detachment. So if you bring a super heavy detachment, you get a command point or whatever it is, they can spend that on that because you've already got your 3 for being Battleforged that you could use in any detachment.
Exactly.
So maybe if you're Battleforged, make the Battleforged a bit higher, like 5, so armies can do more, but then knock the other things down a little bit. So you've got
sense,
so you've got 4 or 5 command points to do with as you please, or do it on points levels or power levels. So if your points level 2000, you make it 5. If your points level 1500, you make it 3. And just do it that way and limit them rather than taking like. Because I like having pure Deathwatch, but on the flip side, as you've seen, I ran out of command points pretty quick. If I took cheap guard squad, which I don't like doing.
Not as quick as what I did.
Not as quick as what you did, but if I took a cheap guard squad, I would have had a screen of flak and another 5 command points to use for like, you know, all those hellfire round stratagems and all that kind of stuff, which is what I wanted to use. But quite happy with the way that went. A bit of a shame the Watchmaster died because he was my hero, my saga in waiting. But this little shield guy's done all right. This Terminator Librarian, and the Hellblasters did okay. To be honest, you know what did better in that game? I just think the way the aggressors are really good. With their shots, I was rolling really good because
exactly the sheer number.
with us not having to move, I think that aggressor killed 6 guys in Overwatch, which was humongous, and I think that saved his bacon. To be fair, because the other guy down here didn't do as well and they got overrun. So that's a really good game. I can't wait to get this one on, and then hopefully maybe get your Black Templars on at some point soon. I'll give you my Orcs. You can. I don't want to put the Black Templars against Tau. I think that's a bit hardcore.
Yeah.
But maybe give you the Orcs to fight against, or the Death Guard. Maybe. But I'd love to see the Khorne Daemons back as well. Maybe get some demon action. Death Guard versus demons. That would be cool. Cool. Well, thanks for watching. See you again soon.